Hello all, welcome to another one of my Diamonds Divine creations. I am your host, Diamond, here to share another dinner recipe with you all. I do thank you all so much for listening and for watching. I do hope everyone is doing well and feeling well on today. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, as well as comment, because that is your free way of showing your support to the channel. It is greatly appreciated, and I do thank you all in advance. So without any further ado, guys, we are going to get started. Tonight's dinner is going to be tilapia fillets, green beans, roasted potatoes, and corn on the cob. So real quick, just to go through the ingredients that we need for this dinner, we have here the tilapia fillets, we have here the fresh green beans, we have our bacon here, as well as I have already chopped the onions as well as the green peppers. We have our whole potatoes here, pico de gallo. We're also going to use garlic butter for this, as well as onion powder, garlic powder, basil, Tajin seasoning, paprika, lemon pepper seasoning, everything seasoning, minced garlic, seasoned salt, black pepper, as well as regular salt, and organic extra virgin olive oil, guys. Okay, so first things first, obviously I don't need to tell you all how to prepare corn on the cob, so I actually already have the corn on the cob on. That's the first thing that you all want to get on. Excuse that alarm, okay? That's the first thing you want to get on. Obviously, get you a pot of fresh water to boil. You can add salt to your water, okay, just to give that salt flavor to your corn, as well as add you a tablespoonful of butter in there for that to marinate in that corn while it's boiling. Go ahead and get that on first, okay? Then you want to do your prep, okay? As you can see here, I have already prepped our onions as well as our green peppers, okay? So we're going to set that aside for right now till we get ready to use that. As you see here, I'm using bacon pieces to go on the roasted potatoes, okay? So at this time, you would want to go ahead and get your bacon in the oven. I actually cook my bacon in the oven. Some of you may like to fry it on the stove or what have you, but it leaves all that kind of extra fatty type of meat on there. It gets crisp when you cook it in the oven. So I preferably cook my bacon in the oven. So you want to go ahead, however you want to prepare your bacon, whether you fry it on the stove, whether you put it in the oven, you want to go ahead and get that started as well, guys, okay? From there, we're going to work on our potatoes, okay? Depending on how many people you are feeding, depends on how many potatoes you want to use. I'm only going to use 2 potatoes here. Of course, you want to make sure that you are rinsing and cleaning all of your vegetables, your meats, and everything, guys, okay? So rinse those potatoes really good, okay? And we're going to start peeling these potatoes, guys, and prepping them to get ready to cook. Okay, guys, so I do have an actual potato peeler here, okay? However, if you don't have a potato peeler, you're going to want to peel your potatoes with a knife, or whatever you use to peel your potatoes. But I would suggest you getting one, because it makes peeling things like potatoes so much easier, okay, and so much faster. You can get this done really quickly, guys, as you can see me doing here. Once you get these potatoes all the skin peeled off of the potatoes. Some of you all who, if you want to make it like a new potato style, okay, you can just cut this potato up in pieces. You can fix this recipe with your potatoes like that if you prefer to have that skin on there. However, the way I'm doing it, I am going to remove the skin from the potatoes. Okay, guys? So you're going to want to do both of these like this. 2 potatoes, you could actually feed maybe like 3 people, at least 2 people for sure, okay? But you could feed at least 3 people, maybe even stretch to 4, depending on if, you know, you're feeding people who would like regular sized portions or something like that, okay? So we're going to get these potatoes peeled. After you've got that done, you're going to want to rinse them again, guys. After you get those rinsed off and clean, we are going to chop these potatoes up, guys, okay? And it don't have to be, you know, really fancy. Okay, you just want to start by slicing them. And then we're going to cut them into, each slice that we make, we're going to cut them into 4s. Okay, so we're going to cut them in half. And then we're going to cut each side again like that. So each slice that you make, you should be able to get like 4 little square sizes of potatoes out of each one, guys, okay? Once we do that, we're going to get these in the bowl. We're going to put our seasonings on our potatoes, okay, guys? And from there, what you're going to do is you're going to tenderize your potatoes. You're going to boil them, okay, for about 15 minutes. You're going to drain that water off of them, and then you're going to put the rest of the ingredients on your potatoes, and then you're going to put them in the oven from there, okay? And let them roast the rest of the way in the oven. Okay, you can put them directly in the oven, raw. Okay, you can fix it like that. However, it takes a little bit longer for them to cook if you do them that way. About as long, when you do it that way, you have to cook them for about as long as you would if you were, say, making a baked potato in the oven. But if you want to kind of speed up the process of your dinner, you can boil these, like I said, for about 15 minutes. You don't want it, you still want to have that crisp on it, okay? It's not going, they're not going to be like really, really tender and soft. Just boiling them for that short of time, for only about 10 or 15 minutes. You're still going to have that crisp on there. And it's going to cook the rest of the way when we put them in the oven. Okay, guys? So we're almost done slicing up our potatoes here. And if you want to stretch those potatoes, okay, you know, you could cut these into more than just 4s, okay, if you would like to. But this is how I'm doing it. It's only me and my daughter, okay. So I usually, you know, I'm cooking smaller portions anyway. Most people, you know, maybe have a bigger family. You may have more children. You may have a partner or a spouse that you're feeding as well, and things like that, okay? Okay, guys. So our potatoes are all sliced up here, like so. I'm going to give these a quick rinse yet again. And then we are going to add a bit of seasoning on these, and we are going to get these on the stove to boil a little bit of time here, okay? Okay, guys, so you want to add your onion powder, just a little bit, because we're going to add a little bit more seasoning after we drain that liquid off of here, okay? So you want to add your onion powder, your garlic powder, as well as your black pepper. You're going to get you a pot, okay? And you're going to fill it up about halfway. And then you're going to add your potatoes to this pot. My hands are clean, guys, okay? Make sure you're washing your hands before you start cooking and different things. Kind of mix that in a little bit to get that seasoning on all the potatoes if possible. And then you're just going to dump these potatoes in your pot. Okay? And like I said, you're just going to boil these for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Okay, guys, so now we're going to prep our green beans here, okay? And as you can see, I prefer these long stem green beans. They just taste better to me, okay? Like, they taste way better than canned green beans. They have that crispiness to them as far as taste is concerned here. Okay, guys? So you're going to put those green beans in your pot here. Of course, you're going to rinse them off, y'all. I wash all my vegetables and everything. Not everybody do this. Some people just kind of dump stuff right out of packages. But like, yeah, I don't have faith and trust in grocery stores and different things like that. Okay, so I wash everything. Okay, guys. So from there, you're going to add your organic extra virgin olive oil to your pan. If you want to boil these, you can. Different people cook green beans differently, okay? This is going to be like steamed, kind of simmered like is how I make it, okay? So I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic on here. And you put however much garlic you would like on your food. Some people don't like garlic like that. I totally get it. Okay. I'm going to add some garlic powder, some onion powder, some basil, some everything seasoning, And this is what everything seasoning looks like, guys, okay? I'm not sure if everybody knows what everything seasoning is or not, okay? Just a tad bit of this Tajin seasoning. Tad bit of lemon pepper. And black pepper. Just like that, guys. Okay? Then I'm going to add my red onions. I'm going to add, or excuse me, the red bell pepper, not red onions. And then I'm going to add my regular onions here, guys, okay? Okay. So after you get all of your seasonings on your green beans and your peppers and everything, I'm just going to give this a bit of a little stir like this to get all those flavors in there, guys. And you're going to put this on like medium heat. Okay? You can add a little bit of water if you want to kind of help it steam. You don't really need to. You're going to put a lid on top of this though, okay? Put a lid on top of this. Put this under medium to low heat, okay, guys? And let this simmer and steam. You're going to put your lid on there just like that, guys. And we're going to put this on and let it simmer and steam. Okay, guys, so I decided last minute that I wanted to pre a few pieces of shrimp as well, guys, okay? But I've already washed and cleaned both my tilapia as well as the shrimp here, okay, guys? Now, you can make your cook your tilapia however you would like to. I'm going to grill mine, okay? However, if you would like fried tilapia, you're going to season it the same. You're going to want to either get you some type of fish seasoning batter. If you don't have that, you can use cornmeal, okay? After you season your fish, you would want to put your fish in some cornmeal or either your fish seasoning batter, okay? Coat it with that, and then you can fry it, okay, if you choose to fry it. But like I said, I am going to grill mine for this particular recipe, guys. So I'm going to add a bit of seasoning salt here. A bit of black pepper. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Lemon pepper, and a tad bit of basil, okay? I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side of it as well. If you don't prefer these seasonings exactly, feel free to use whatever seasonings you like, okay? But definitely season your food. It tastes so much better when you do so. I'm going to flip that back over. Set that over to the side, okay? And then I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning here on my shrimp, which I'm going to grill as well, guys. Give that a little stir around and mix those flavors, mix that seasoning in there. Okay, guys, and that's all it is to that, okay? Now, before you put this on, then you want to, cook my tilapia when I grill it in olive oil, okay? However, if you would like to do yours in whatever type of oil that you prefer, that is just fine as well, guys, okay? But I am going to be cooking mine in olive oil, okay? So you just want to put that tilapia in there, okay? You want to drizzle a bit of olive oil over it like that, okay? And you're going to cook that on both sides. You're going to grill this on both sides. Well, you can add your shrimp in here as well if you like to. However, your tilapia needs to cook a little bit longer than your shrimp do, because this is actually pre-cooked shrimp, okay? So it actually doesn't have to be grilled for very long before it's done here, okay? So you could fix your tilapia first, and then you could do your shrimp if you would like to, if you were adding shrimp with your meal as well. Also, guys, you want to, after you've had those green beans on for a little bit, you want to add 2 decent-sized helpings of butter on there. Put them back on and let them continue to steam or simmer for a little while longer before those are done, guys, okay? And you cook these to your liking. The longer you cook them, the more tender they're going to be, okay? You really can cook these for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes, because I actually like that crisp on my green beans still, okay? If you don't like that, if you like them to be extra tender, you want to cook them a little bit longer, so you can cook them for about 15 or 20 minutes, okay? To get them even more tender to your liking. Okay, guys, you want to do the same thing with your potatoes. We're going to add 2 decent-sized helpings to your 2 decent-sized helpings of butter to your potatoes, okay? Add just a little bit of salt, okay? And I left those on there for about 5 minutes or so, okay? So we're going to put them back on the stove for about another 5 minutes, okay? And then we're going to drain the liquid off of this and prep them to put in the oven to roast them the rest of the way. Also, guys, you want to go ahead and now add your onions or peppers that you're using to that grilled tilapia that you're making, okay? And you're going to grill all of this together. It's going to have that onion and pepper flavor in there with all of those seasonings and everything. It's going to be really good. Okay, guys, so when your bacon is ready, you're going to take it off your pan. You see how that bacon just turned out so much better when you bake it? And have all that excess fatty meat on there when you fry it. I learned that a long time ago when I was way younger. Okay? You're going to need this bacon grease though, okay? You're going to put your potatoes on here, okay? Set that bacon to the side once it's crisp and ready, okay? Because we're going to add that to our potatoes later. Okay, guys, so your potatoes are now have boiled enough and they're ready. We're going to drain this excess liquid off our potatoes, and then we're going to prep them from there. Okay, guys, so we are now going to take our drained potatoes and we're going to dump them right on the same pan that we cooked that bacon on, just like this. Spread that out some, like that. now we're going to add our other seasonings here, okay, guys? So I'm going to do, we're going to add paprika. You're going to also add your lemon pepper. Your Tajin seasoning. Italian seasoning. Garlic powder. Onion powder. You're going to add just a little bit of onions on here. Of raw onions, just a little bit, okay? Because we're going to add, when they're about done, we're going to add pico de gallo to it, and some other things, guys, okay? You can add you some minced garlic on your potatoes as well, guys. As much or as little as you would like. A little black pepper. You don't have to add very much of the black pepper if you don't want to, because the lemon pepper actually has pepper in it, okay? I'm going to add some parsley on here. Okay, and we're going to use garlic butter. Okay, and you can buy already made garlic butter. If you want to make your own garlic butter, you just take your regular stick of butter. You can add minced garlic to it, as well as add your you can add what is it? Your either Italian seasoning or basil to it, or what have you, depending on how you want to make it if you're doing it yourself here, okay? But we're going to put 2 little helpings of that garlic butter on there, guys, okay? And those are all ready to go in the oven. Now we're going to put this in the oven, and we're going to roast these for about 10 minutes, okay, guys? When they're all done and ready, we're going to add our bacon and the pico de gallo, and we're going to add Fiesta blend shredded cheese on top of there, okay, guys? And if you want to stir this, you can, or you could just leave the potatoes like this, okay, and let them cook as is. So all those flavors are going to blend anyway, okay? Okay, you all, so we're going to take our crisp bacon, and you're just going to kind of cut these up into pieces. It don't have to be like, you know, perfectly done. It don't have to be, you know, little teeny tiny fine pieces, okay? But you want to get all of this crumbled up, chopped up, okay? This is going to go on top of your roasted potatoes, okay? So you're going to do that like this, and you're just going to sit it aside until those potatoes get ready, okay? And then we're going to add the bacon to the top of it. We're going to add pico de gallo, and we're also going to add the Fiesta blend shredded cheese on it, guys. And dinner is going to be served. Y'all know I love bread, okay? For those of you who are bread eaters, you can do like a dinner roll with this meal, However, I am doing biscuits. Okay, so I already have my pan greased and everything or whatever. Have the biscuits there or what have you. I'm going to melt garlic butter. Okay, and I'm going to put garlic butter in this everything seasoning. I put that on top of there. Just like that, guys. And I'm going to put that melted garlic butter over the top of that, and those are going to be good. And so if you would like to try that as well, that's what I'm having with my meal on today, guys. Okay, but you can do like a dinner roll if you want to. This isn't like a cornbread kind of dinner, so you wouldn't want to do like a cornbread, but you could totally do like a dinner roll, or like a Texas toast, or a biscuit or something like that. Okay, guys, so the green beans are all ready and done. Let's see how good those look. We're just going to, you just want to give this a good little stir. And your green beans are ready. Okay, the green beans don't take long to cook at all. Okay, guys. And you want to definitely, you don't need to cook your tilapia like really fast either. You don't want it to burn on either side. So you only want it on like medium heat or what have you when grilling your tilapia. Tilapia is like, for some reason, it's like really, it's already really, really tender. And so it could like rip or tear really easily or whatever, but you don't want it, if you cook it too fast, it'll get, you know, crisp really fast, you know, as well. So you don't want it like that or what have you. Also, guys, for those of you who are going to do the biscuits like me, you can fix them kind of Olive Garden style, okay, with that garlic butter on the top of them. And you can also put a bit of this Fiesta blend shredded cheese on the top of there, and it'd be like you have like a garlic butter biscuit. Okay, I just like that everything seasoning on there as well. It's just a little bit of a little bit of extra on there or whatever, but it's so good. Y'all should totally try it. Okay, guys, as you can see here, your grilled tilapia and shrimp, it's all done and ready. So that's how it's looking, guys. And we're going to plate this up in just a minute. We're still waiting on the potatoes to get done. And we're going to get the biscuits in and get those done and ready as well, guys. And then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, guys. Now, if you don't want, you can have your potatoes. You can leave them just as they are. But I'm going to give them a bit of a toss around here to blend in all of those good seasonings that we have in there. Just like that, guys. Okay. Then you want to kind of gather them all back together in a little pile. Like that. Can y'all see that? Okay, guys. So now we're going to add our pico de gallo right on the top of here. And the pico, like I said, it's the tomatoes. It has, I believe, cilantro, onions, maybe green peppers in there as well. So you can put as much or as little of that pico on there. Okay. Just like that. And then we're going to take our bacon pieces and we're going to put those over on top of that, those potatoes as well. have the Fiesta blend shredded cheese on top, okay? And you can put as much or as little of this as you would like. Some people aren't like really big cheese eaters or what have you, but that's going to melt on there really nicely. It's going to be really good, guys. Okay, just like that. And your potatoes are all done. You're going to throw this back in the oven for just a couple minutes to give that cheese time to melt some, okay? And your roasted potatoes are going to be all ready. Okay, you all, so as you can see, your potatoes are all done, and they should look like this when they are ready. Guess what, guys? It's time to eat. Bon appetit. I do hope you all enjoyed tonight's dinner recipe as much as I enjoyed having you all for dinner. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said before, that is your free way of showing your support to the channel. It is greatly, greatly appreciated, guys. Remember, if you would like to contact me for any dinner or appetizer ideas, you can contact me at tiffdiamond36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Shine Bright Like a Diamond 36 with an underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $TiffDiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. All of that information can be found in the description box below, guys, okay? So look how good those biscuits turned out, guys, okay? You have your tilapia, your shrimp, your green beans, your roasted potatoes, and your corn, guys, okay? So I hope you share this recipe. I hope you enjoy this yourself. I hope you share this with your family, your friends, or what have you, or maybe even use this for a dinner idea for yourself or whomever, guys, okay? Until the next time, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.